Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, I think. No, it's still morning. Um, I need your patience with me. I wrote a bunch that I wanted to. I was actually just going to make the post, but I think it's important to allow people to see you and see you speaking about it and um, demonstrating by your body language and everything like that that you are being honest um, and loving and acceptant has acceptance um, with everyone and everything, and you're not fear-based. So I want to be that example for you guys, because this world is full of fear, full of hate, full of judgment. And I made a video, I think yesterday or the day before, and it is on YouTube. It's not on Facebook or Instagram. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would appreciate the support. I talk about all kinds of things from love, faith, my powers, and I do call them my powers because it makes me feel like a superhero. And I used to dress up like I was Wonder Woman as a little girl, so makes total sense. And so I made a video yesterday about how life works with you, how life in this world demonstrates to you on a daily basis if you are actually moving with life in the plan that you're supposed to be seeking. And well, it's hard to listen. It's hard to listen because our minds always want us to think about what others are going to think about us, and instead of just going with that great emotion that we are feeling within our own hearts. And so I was being shown the other day of a direction that my life was going to be taking. And for the past week, there have been some incidences in my life that have been telling me that I had to work out something, that I needed to figure it out, because when you ask God for help, He will always give it to you. If you ask for rain, you better be prepared for the storm. He will give you chaos if need be to give you your answers. And depending on where you are within your own heart, your own mind, you will have that complete understanding. So today I'm here to overcome another fear, because there is no fear in perfect love. And I finally believe in that, and I understand that. I have had this gift since I was a little girl, but I listened to the fear-based words that the world was feeding me instead of listening to good old JC. But today things make complete sense for me. As I look back on my life, it's I have an understanding as why I was so sensitive as a little girl. I found myself consistently apologizing for things that I didn't even do. I apologized to adults when I would see them upset and crying, and anybody who came across my path, I was always apologizing to them. It's the reason why I was always the shoulder instead of being cared for. It's the reason why I would always escape from being in society to finding solace hidden in my room. I preferred to be alone because I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand what my gift was. And as a little girl, I knew that my purpose in life was supposed to be greater than the experience that I was having at that moment. And I still didn't understand. I didn't understand, but I could feel it with my every being. And I was meant to do great things. I knew that. I believed it with all of my heart, and now here I am. And the reason why I have struggled all my life is because of my gift. I failed to understand exactly what it was. And God got mad at me for it. He has gotten mad at me for not standing up for who I am, for not believing in myself, for not loving myself. And he had to shake me loose. And if you guys know the story in the Bible about Jacob and his wrestling with God, well, that was me. That was me. And guess who won? Yeah, God won, and he always wins. He will always win. So there's no sense in hiding. There's no sense in thinking that you are in control, because you are not in control. He will always win. Either now, 2 weeks from now, whatever it is, he will always win. So you might as well let go of that type of control in your life and just, hey, okay, let it be. I'm going to hand it over. I am so grateful to him for helping me do this. I'm so grateful for him believing in me when no one else did. I never thought it was possible to believe in anything. And now here I am. He has always been trying to lift me up. He has always been trying to make me step out and believe in myself. When we are hiding who we truly are, what gifts we have, hiding the things that we want to say out of fear of being judged by that, we are liars. We are being liars. If you have a thought, speak it. You know if you're a good person. Speak about who you are. Do what you feel in your heart that you are supposed to be doing. So the reason why that my life has been so terrible is because my true self, my true beautiful spirit, has always been trying to be set free. That's why we all suffer. We are spirits having a human experience. That's why we aren't supposed to live within this world and understand with our own understanding. It's a reason why when we die, our spirits go back home. Otherwise, we would just continuously be here. And so if you don't understand how people truly work, it is, we all have this vibration, this frequency, this energy, and this aura that is about us. It expresses a lot about who we are, our state of mind, our health, and our capabilities in life. it will either give you that creepy feeling or that calming feeling when you are around somebody. And that is the reason why I had issues in my life. I am very sensitive to that, and you may be too, but don't understand it. It tells you the mood that anybody is in, and I could always sense when somebody was in pain, and all because of their vibration or the energy that is coming off of them. I could sense this even before, they honestly know what is going on within themselves. And I didn't understand how to approach this besides asking, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And that left me retaining the emotion of that individual or people, in tons of people. If there are a lot of people who are feeling down, low, and negative around me, I absorbed it. Since I was sensitive to this, since I am sensitive to this, I absorb that negativity. And because I didn't know how to use it before, I became that negativity. So now I understand everything. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes here, and I'm totally lost at my notes. So I'm just going to wing this here as best as I can. So now that I understand what my true power is, my Wonder Woman power is, I know how to use it. But this entire time that God has shaken me loose, He's had to tear me down, and He's had to build me back up. And that's what it also means to be reborn in the Spirit, to be reborn within the Spirit, to be reborn within the beautiful Spirit. You have to be completely lost. You have to be completely wiped out and lifted back up within that beautiful strength and light that is of everything in Jesus Christ. It is when you aren't completely built within that light, you lack the confidence, you're full of fear, and doubt, anger, and everything else that exists within this world that creates you to have lacking and struggling in your life. And so God has been building me up for this past year so that I could step in and be strong enough to take whatever came at me. You have to have that complete protection. You have to have that shield of protection upon you. Because we literally absorb what other people are giving off. Even if they are not speaking, we absorb the energy because the energy is always moving. And I don't know if you know exactly what energy is, but it's always moving. It's everywhere, and we are an energetic being. If you dissected the human being, of all its molecules and protons and things like that, we are nothing but a spirit, which is, again, a great energy source. So I had to be rebuilt, strengthened within it to stand up to every single thing that I stand for. And I am strengthened now. I am living within this beautiful light now. And every single day that whatever it is that I'm seeking, God confirms. This universe confirms it everywhere around us. And if you are not moving in your life in the proper way that you're supposed to, you're going to feel the fear and the anxiety and the tension and the struggle instead of seeing the beauty, the freedom and the peace and the clarity in it. That is your indication that you are moving correctly. Because even when I have what I used to think a struggle might enter into my life, it isn't a struggle. It is my divine lesson that I learn quickly, and I don't retain the emotion of that struggle like I used to before. I understand why it happened. It was to teach me this lesson that I have been asking the universe to show me, asking God to show me. And by listening, by not thinking, listening with your heart and seeing the goodness that was in that struggle, you find your answers every day. I say my prayers at night. I wake up and there is an answer from God, whether from himself, personally, or he's allowed the universe and this world to answer it for me. That's how beautiful and gracious he is. That's how miraculous and how much he wants us to prosper. He gives us this beautiful universe with all of the energy that is supposed to work with us to give us a better life. But we see all of this here as bad. And when you see nothing but bad in the world, you're going to attract more bad things into your life. You won't see the benefit that it had for you. You see the struggle that it had. So this is a part of my gift, and I'm getting off track here again. So I can see and feel. And you know in your life when something feels good and something feels bad. We all know by how we feel if we are on the right track. You know that if there is pain in it, real sense of pain, and real dread and real fear that you aren't doing the right thing. There is a fear that you are supposed to overcome, or a fear that is paralyzing. There are two different types of fears, and you need to determine which is the one that's controlling you. Fear of judgment, fear of failure. What is it? That's usually what we listen to. And I have been afraid of failure. I have been afraid of judgment. I have been afraid of success. It's crazy. I have been afraid to succeed in the life because I have been such a failure all my life. Well, I have thought I was a failure, but my life has worked out the way that it has meant to work out. It's taken me 43 years, I'm 44 now, to create this beautiful foundation. But because I have been fighting it, when you give up your fight, you can live within your own light, your truth, and stand up for who you believe you are supposed to be. And so I know now that I am protected. I am protected under God's wings. He has proven that to me on many occasions. He has marked me with his love. And I feel it with every single thing. And I believe in what he is showing me to do. And I love it. That's when you really know that you are on the right track. If it makes you feel loved, accepted, powerful, keep moving with that. Keep everything that is trying to come at you away from you. It is the distraction that keeps you away from who you are and what you should be doing in this life, because we are here for a purpose, and that's to serve in some way or form. So I'm here to share my gift and to help you find understanding about who you are. And if that means telling you all about your aura, if that means helping you step into your light, if that means helping you believe in your path, or providing you with your spiritual message, because that is why we are here, to allow our spirit to grow. Then I am here. If you're interested, I am here to help you. And bottom line is, I'm here to prove to you that there's nothing to fear except the fear of not being who you are. Be who you are. Love who you are. Accept who you are. When you finally accept who you are and love it, there's nothing that this world could do to cause you any harm. There's no words. There's no thoughts that could ever hurt you. You can hurt yourself, though, by what you think and tell yourself every single day. So it does begin with you. Loving yourself every day. Proving to yourself that you love yourself. And that's where it began with me. I had to prove to myself that I was loved above all things. Which meant I had to take care of myself physically. We are the example. How we treat ourselves is the example how the world will treat you. You are the light within this world, and you need to shine it. Shine it so bright and never let it go out. All right, this is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.